Hi, welcome to the Bookish Quilter, where we talk about quilts and we talk about books. My name is Barbara, and today we're going to smash our stash with Scrapdance. Scrapdance is the quilt you see behind me, which I designed to use up 2.5-inch strips of scraps. I hosted a Facebook mini mystery a number of years ago, and this was the quilt that I chose. I had a chance to see what other people did with my design, and it was a lot of fun, and it also gave me some suggestions to help you have a more pleasing quilt. As you can see, there are two groups of fabrics here. There's the background, which in my case is the white, and even though it looks like it's all one fabric, it's actually 4 or 5 different white on white tonal prints. And then there's what I call the colors, which in my case is one color, the purples, but you could use as many colors as you want. Here I constructed a block using fall colors, and I just sort of randomly put them together, and I kept a muslin colored background. Just a suggestion for your background colors, you can use more than one fabric, but try to keep them as close together as you can, both color and value wise. As for your colored pieces, they can be as wild and crazy as you want. The idea is your colored pieces form the design that dances over the quilt. You can see it here. It's just moving your eye around the quilt. The quilt is constructed of 12-inch finished size blocks, 12.5 inches unfinished. This is a block, and each block is constructed of 4 smaller blocks, 6-inch finished, 6.5-inch unfinished. This is an example of the smaller block. Each block contains 8 2.5 by 4.5-inch background strips, 8 2.5-inch square colored pieces, and 4 2.5 by 6.5-inch colored rectangles. I'm going to show you how to construct the block, starting with one of these, the 6-inch finished block. To make my small block, I need to sew a 2.5-inch square to each of my 2.5 by 4.5-inch rectangles. Now I press seam allowances to the dark side. And I sew it to the 6.5-inch strip like this. Note I have the square in the top left corner here and the lower right like this. Every 6.5-inch square is sewn the same way. I'm going to press the seam allowances towards the dark again. So on the other strip. And once again, you're going to press the seam allowances towards the dark side. To join your two small blocks together, going to lay this like this again with the squares in the top left and lower right corner. You're going to take your next small block, put it just like that again, top left and lower right corner, and you're going to turn it 90 degrees to the left like that. And that is how you're going to sew your half block. Now you're going to press your seam allowances toward the side that has the fewer seams. You'll see here on this side of the seam you just sewed, there's only one cross seam. On this side, there's two. So you're going to press it towards the side with one, like this. And there is your half block. You're going to make all your half blocks the same way, and then you're going to join them together like this. Once again, you're going to lay your half blocks in the same direction, like this, and you're going to reverse it like that. So your 4 squares come together in the corner, and you're going to have a square in each corner of the block. When you sew that together, you're going to have a block like that. You're going to repeat for all of your blocks and sew them together just like this. Put them all in the same position. You're going to have vertical, horizontal, horizontal, vertical. Today's book is a nonfiction book. I don't own this book. I took it out of the library several years ago and couldn't put it down. I think I read it in 2 days. It's called The Hunt for History by Nathan Rabb. Rabb is the nation's preeminent rare documents dealer, and the book is about many of the documents that have crossed his desk over the years he's been in business. They relate from letters from Winston Churchill to his captors when he was a prisoner of war in South Africa, audio recorded on Air Force One after JFK was assassinated, letters from Einstein, papers by Amelia Earhart, documents from presidents, prime ministers, scientists, inventors, kings and queens. Just a wonderful story of pieces of history that you may not know much about. And as I said, it was truly a page turner. Again, The Hunt for History by Nathan Rabb. That's R-A-A-B. It's not a big book. It is a book you can read in a day or two. And if you like history, I highly recommend it. And I hope you've liked today's episode. I hope you've liked the quilt. Please make this quilt use up some of your scraps. It's so much fun, and it's fast, it's easy, and you'll probably want to make more than one. So if you've liked this, subscribe, like, comment, and I hope to see you next time. Have a great day.